Hello everyone and welcome back to Build 9 of Magnificent Tigers Colossal Havoc. So, as you can see now it says Sprint 2 and this is our very first build of the next set. So, the first 8 builds were in Sprint 1, so now we started Sprint 2 and here's some of the stuff. You can see again the text has been updated. So the how to play, we got a little bit more added on here. Explore the environment, drink the potion, collect 3 out of 5 stars, destroy the environment to unlock in-game extras, which we added in this one, but yeah, so that's the how to play. And then here we got the controls all on one screen, not in the options anymore. It's got its own screen, and that's why we had the next in the how to play, because then that way the player can see that. And also, let me turn down the volume quick. Okay, so that way I'm not shouting over this thing. Alright, so on this, some of these may not stay as active through the whole thing when we make some unlockables, but we're not quite there yet. As a suggestion, when I found this out from a fellow student and playtester, she mentioned that it's not just WASD that does the movement, so I added as well the arrow key and 2846 on the number pad because that also is a way to move. So I added that in here. Use the mouse instead of the mouse pad, which I had before, to rotate the camera. The slow time with Q on the keyboard, this might become a slow motion unlockable later, but for right now it's in the game, just regular controls, so this might get moved later. Hit buildings with left mouse click button, as everybody already could figure out. Some people figured out the stomp, but if you didn't already know, it is now in there and it is on the right mouse click button. The fire breath also wasn't in there before quite, and now again, unless it be making it unlockable later, the fire breath is with shift and right mouse button to use. So there's that, and then let's see here. I guess the music stopped because we were spending too long. The player shouldn't be in the background right here. We got to fix that. That's a bug. Right now, if you remember from the end of Sprint 1, South America was a clickable map. I made that clickable and didn't realize I was kind of putting our team in a hard spot because I wanted to showcase that it was accessible. But a lot of people were thinking it was a map to play and it wasn't playable yet, so I unplugged it for now. Of course, we still got the other 3 maps to test out, and then the USA and Japan maps as the regulars. The options now, again, all the text is changed, but then you got the unlockable screen. All these are not clickable now because we are still work in progress on these. We might not keep all of these depending on whether we have a certain amount of characters or what kind of skins and heads and moves we want to make for those characters. These modes here will be like a fast-paced mode and then a rampage mode for like high score in certain levels and whatnot after you play and beat the game, or you get enough money where you can unlock these modes, but not right away. So you can't really click on those, but just to show you that it's accessible, it's now there. Alright, go back to the credits. Corbin put this in for his stuff, but everybody else's is in there. This has all been updated since the last one. We got Nigel on our team now, and as well a little bit more about what everybody's got going on in the game that we've made so far. Alright, so then again, if you hit the quit, no, we'll go back to the main menu. Yes, we'll quit out. So we've shown you everything now. We can go to the quick start, and then but that would bring you to the USA map. So we'll start with the test map, and then we'll jump into the other 2. And we changed the splash screen loading screens, as you saw. And things changed, as you can see, because like it was dark, now it's light, and over time things will progress. As you saw there on the credit screen, Nigel made a day and night thing. So currently work in progress. And then we made it now where once you pick up the potion, then different music triggers. So as you can see, that works just fine. We added a wanted system. And then the score is now a text rather than on the meter. The day and night is still being worked on, so it's not quite there yet. But the wanted system in the later one, which you'll see, has been updated and works properly. But in this build, it doesn't yet. So I would say look out for future builds to see the update on that. And then I think the collectibles now, you can pick them up. Yeah, and when you pick them up, they disappear. That was a bug mentioned by some people when they played our game before. So that is now taken care of. And before, you could hit these buildings and they would just blow right up. But now, as you see, you can't just like punch them and they fall straight apart right away. You have to do a lot for a little while for them to go. And so we're still doing the work in progress. We got a game over. I don't know how we got a game over, but we do have the retry level as well. Like we can retry again, or we can go back to the main menu. If we retry, you see we restarted here. And we'll purposely get a game over again just so we can go back to the main menu. So let's see that one in action here. Let the cops take down my health bar, and that's probably what happened a minute ago. I just didn't see everything going down, I guess. I love the day and night sequence, works really well. And if you don't already know, especially since we're going tonight, check this out. Oh, let's do it from this direction. Alright, so shift, right click. Pretty awesome. Shift and right click. Pretty awesome. So as you can see, the collectibles getting picked up is something that is working and whatnot. Guess we killed all the cops though, so only one left is this guy. So I guess we win. But yeah, it just brings us back to the main menu. The splash screen, we're still trying to figure out as to why. I know it's in the level blueprint, but we're trying to figure out where we can plug it in where it doesn't do that other than just at the start. So that was the test map. So South America doesn't work, or Peru as we're calling it internally, but got USA and Japan. So USA is the standard typically that we start with on quick start, so we'll go there first. Again, we got some music in the map, and then if you hit escape, you can hear that we got some music in the pause menu. Alright, and again, you start off in jail. Like before, I think in the last one, we weren't even, we had the jail, but people were still wondering what was going on with that, because they weren't sure what to do with it. But I need to update the objective in here to break out as part of it, because obviously you're going to need to break out in order to get into town and start destroying stuff. So I got to add an objective in there in a later build. The car building, I mean, in the later build, some of these things are already getting adjusted, so just keep that in mind if you play this build. The buildings look cooler when they're getting hit, versus before. You could tell they're getting hit, but not as much. You can tell some of the things that are going on, like the roads are more thorough and the maps are getting bigger, because you can see before there wasn't a Hollywood thing going on in the background, but now there is. And again, the collectibles weren't able to be picked up really before. You know, they were just there after the player overlapped them. The objective updated, but not the collectible getting picked up. So that changed as well. Let's see. Some of these things changed as well. You would be able to tell, well, one, you can jump on these buildings now and they'll fall, like as you can see right now. Before, if you jumped on top of the buildings, they might have damaged them or not damaged them as much, but now they do, and it's just fine. It works. Okay. And then these objectives still are updating as we go. As you can see, the stomp works just fine as well, not just the hits to take out buildings. And then the objectives update each time you pick up a collectible, and there should be, after picking up all the objectives, there should be a way to finalize it. And what I mean by finalize it is after you pick up that last one, you should get one of those skull widgets saying you win, and unlock the next level for you. So while we're still in here though, we're going to keep destroying some buildings while we still have some time. Some of these don't destruct yet because it's the maps being progressed right now, as you can see. More things being added, but in the new modes that we're talking about, with the rampage mode and the berserk mode, possibility of berserk mode being like extremely quick, and the free-for-all rampage mode being more aimed at high score, you know, like a free-for-all type of thing. Alright, I think y'all really like this one. I think this is my favorite part. Jayla did a lot of updates, not just in the map, but as well as she added a video and cinematic opening to show the objectives, and I absolutely love it.
The city threw you in jail. Take revenge on it. Destroy the Pokemart, then demolish the Game Zone headquarters. Then don't forget Jim's Sumo Gym. They think they're so tough. Destroy the One More Ramen restaurant, rendering the city a food. Last but not least, don't forget the Hello Kitty store.
So again, you start off in jail.
I need to look around and find some way to get out of here.
We got audio saying our suit's almost dead. We need to find a way to get out of jail. And obviously we shouldn't be doing that. That's a bug. Floating in the air and become the monster. We still got the day and night thing going on, and you can still break out. So again, I need an objective in here, like for first get out of jail. And then the objective updates here, but things are difficult to see, as you can, and not just on the map, but on the mini map as well. Like you can kind of see the glow from the street on the mini map, but you can't really see the icon. You can't, you know, see a lot of the things you usually would be able to. So that can be a little bit frustrating. We're working on fixing that right now for build 10 coming up. And again, overlap the collectible, and the collectible disappears. Improvement from build 8 into this one. The One More Ramen, which my wife came up with, is right there, but that's the last objective. So, and you see the objective updated. Now that the Pokemart is out of business, destroy the huge gaming zone. You saw it in the video. You can't really see it as much right now. We need to find a way to put the a light on there or something, even on the mini map, to kind of give an idea. But I'm not sure how to do the icons in different areas yet. Otherwise, I would be adding those right away. But I do not know for sure how to do that. The collectibles shouldn't have been picked up till after I destroyed the Jin's Sumo Gym. Again, the objective updates to the Hello Kitty building, but I also need to update that because the Hello Kitty one is the last objective, and so one more ramen should be the fourth one. And so I need to move the objectives around, and I need to word them. So one more ramen, which is over here, is would have been the last one, but we adjusted that, and so then we'd have all the objectives. But I did like that the cinematic and audio that Jayla had put in for my objective system to kind of give a better idea of where these things are at. And then as well, I'm working on the decals, resizing them, things like that. As you can see, we got to work out the high score stuff as well, because like if you reach a certain score, then it just stops the game and brings it right back to go again. So there is some things in this build, but there also too was a lot of improvements from the last one. So hope you all enjoyed this edition of Colossal Havoc, and as we're making progress in the game, keep up to date, and we will see you guys on the next one. So stay tuned for more builds coming your way. See you soon.